Hey everybody, how's it going? Hold your horses, it is time to plan a little bit ahead and not go overboard as it is just yet, right? So I am talking about the Titus Fusion, which is going on at the moment. We are sort of halfway over there, not quite yet. I've managed to get myself one of the copies so far, and I'm just about to be getting the second one soon enough. And I am really finding myself struggling to get some resources ahead of time because, well, we're having some more events and tournaments coming up, and it's going to be detrimental to have enough stuff saved up. And when I say stuff, I mean gems, energy, silver, and in general, all the resources you're going to be requiring to make sure you're going to be able to complete the whole thing. So, as it stands at the moment, well, we only have, at least I do only have the Ice Golem tournament to finish, which I am well over there, just about to finish it up. And I did check it out, and of course, I guess you guys know by the time that we are watching this video, there is no Dungeon Divers event at the same time as this one particular dungeon tournament, right? The Ice Golem. So it is fine to just go ahead and dump energy into it because it's gonna be you're gonna have to get it done anyways. Actually, this would be one of the ones that would be a good idea to actually skip, because, well, there's just no good overlaps with it. If you want to join my team in Raid Shadow Legends, click the link in the description to get a free Narma as well as Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. Here's what you need to do. First of all, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then click the link in the description and register a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get a fresh start in Raid with a free Narma and 3 epic champs. Click on my link right now. We currently also have a summon rush coming up, which is going to be requiring quite a lot of investment because this one is the one that's going to be carrying the 50 shards with it. Before we go any further, please go ahead and check out Aptoide if you haven't done so yet. It's going to be allowing you to get yourself massive amounts of bonuses whenever buying anything in Raid Shadow Legends through Aptoide, right? So just as you are buying a pack normally and regularly, you're going to be able to get a massive bonus that can go from extra 10% of your amount of money you're spending, all the way up to extra 35% of that much money. And the good thing about this whole thing is that once you have enough of the bonuses, you're going to be able to use them to make the payments for you instead of actually using your real money, right? So you are saving up in further purchases in the future. We'll talk more about this whole thing at the end of the video. For now, let's keep going. Looking back into the calendar for the Titus Fusion, just as a reminder, we are just about here, right? It's like the 7th when I'm recording this video, so but the 8th is going to be quite a boring day, but the summon rush is going to be starting, right? So second time this is going to be happening. This is going to be a shorter one, as you can see, and is going to be carrying 50 shards to it, meaning that you're going to be needing to do a little bit of a burst of spending, and we cannot yet check it out. But if it's anything to go by like last time, it's just going to be quite a little bit harder to get to the second 50 shard mark, if I'm not mistaken, which is going to be meaning that you're going to be doing a lot of shard pulling during that very short time. So unless you are dumping everything you have, so it's usually 6 sacreds to get to the point where you get the 25 shards. I am thinking it's going to be a little bit more than that. You're probably going to have to spend 12 unless those 25 are going to be turned into 50. Yeah, most likely it's going to be a big dump of shards, right? So if you are already done, which by the way, of course, by the point you watch this video, you are most likely already or 100% guaranteed done with that summon event, well, now it's the best time to just go ahead and save up. Also, especially important, if the summon pool is active right now and you're interested in doing any rolls into it, which, let me say, it's a very interesting summon pool, believe it or not, because of this one guy over here, Wixwell. Now, you might think that it's just a coincidence that Wixwell, one of the most beloved characters for dungeon bossing in general, is just coming back around whenever we have the Titus Fusion showing up. And if you've been following along with the Titus Fusion, and most importantly this champion in particular, Titus, he has massive synergies together with Wixwell. He works extremely well in making clan boss teams which will go the extra mile. It's gonna be so good if you pair it together with Wixwell, right? So having this fusion event showing up at this one particular time, it just makes so much sense for Plarium to put it all together, right? So if you are going to be fully finishing up the Titus Fusion, I mean, I guess if you are watching this video, you probably are, then you would be very much needing or really being very much happy if you actually had weeks well together, right? So if you're going to be really putting your money into the summoning portal in the case you don't have weeks well yourself, yeah, it's going to be a much better idea, of course, if you do so and wait until the actual summon rush event starts or just comes around, right? It's going to be a lot of bonus points just if you're going to be doing those rolls. Anyways, this summon rush event is going to be a lot easier to complete, and in the meantime, well, you'll be able to just get this event done a lot quicker, getting those 50 shards and making the whole rest of the process a lot easier. Then we're going to be getting another champion training event, very long one. You have a lot of time to get this done. It's usually quite easy, and now it's just a good reminder for you guys to go ahead and just think about your resources in a way like, are you getting a lot of skill books during these events? I myself am. Well, go ahead and save them. Of course, it's going to be a lot easier to finish up these events if you got those skill books saved up and just laying around. Are you planning on upgrading any champions? Well, I definitely am, and I'm excited to go ahead and, for example, try Greco Sterndrake. Just hold your horses. Don't go ahead and actually upgrade it because, well, it's going to be a lot more points if you actually get this guy fully ascended and most especially fully upgraded to 6 stars and leveled up if you do so whenever the actual champion training event, which is coming just around, is going to be happening, right? It's one of the problems that I do have with this game where you are giving so many resources, right? I'm getting so many chickens. I am, of course, also buying some stuff just to make sure I finish up these events, and I am not encouraged to go ahead and use the things that I excitedly get because I am much rather going to be in a better place or position to use them if I do wait, because it's going to be double dipping into all the other stuff. I'm going to be getting the extra rewards from the events, having an easier time completing them, as well as, of course, always guaranteeing myself to get whatever I want, which is the reward of upgrading a new character and trying it out. It's kind of the double-edged sword of this game. And, you know, it's a lot of excitement behind actually getting a champion fully fused up, maxed out, getting ready to play. And at the same time, the efficiency gaps that there is in this game where you are encouraged to wait and make sure you're only using things at the right time whenever it's the most efficient. So going back to the calendar, we now have a massive wave of overlaps. We're going to have the Kurosa Conquest Tournament, which is going to be a matter of raiding a lot of Kurosa. If you're able to do a high level on it, it's going to be not that terrible, but honestly, it is a hard dungeon, and I particularly myself, I'm not really able to do anything higher than like stage 15, so this might actually be one of the good ones to skip. And I say skip because it's going to be costing a lot of energy to make sure that you fully finish up all these overlaps. You're going to have the Kurosa Conquest Tournament, you're going to have the Spider Tournament at the same time as the Dungeon Divers, and you are probably wanting to go ahead and do the Spider together with the Dungeon Divers. So ideally, for max efficiency, you would only be dumping your energy during this little gap right here, right? During like end of Saturday to the beginning of Sunday. That is quite a narrow gap, right? If you really are wanting to maximize your champion, or rather your energy spending, that is the way to go. The Kurosa Conquest Tournament, it's kind of overlapping with the Spider Tournament, and both of those are dungeon tournaments, right? So unless you are really able to do a high level of Kurosa, I would definitely recommend to skip this one if you're safe in getting your total max amount of shards in order to fully fuse up the Titus Fusion. Then we're going to be getting some more gear enhancements, which are totally easy to do if you just manage to get yourself a little bit of silver, which just by doing the dungeon events and also the champion training events, it's kind of going to be coming quite just as a second, or rather as an extra reward. I don't know, I'm finding myself getting enough silver just to make sure that I finish up these events, not really being a big issue if you're able to generate a lot of items which are just trash, and usually you're going to be able to do so very easily by farming dungeons in general. And then we're going to be getting a champion chase tournament, and that is when you actually want to be fully fusing up your Gum Yellow, or whatever yellow one. Yeah, that is the name. You don't want to be doing that beforehand, just like I did myself. I am so damn not smart, as well as also not claiming Lemniscy, which is the free champion we're getting these days. It's like almost done, by the way. It's like 2 more days and then we will be getting Lemniscy. You want to be waiting and making sure you do not actually click on that claim button until this champion chase tournament is live. Getting a new legendary champion is going to be a lot of points for this event, so if you do go ahead and wait until it's just started, right, until Friday 11th, like halfway through it, then you are going to be in so much better of a position to finish up this champion chase tournament without dumping a lot of shards, right, because we also have the summon rush happening at that time. So if you are able to save up shards in not dumping them during this champion chase, you're gonna be so grateful. And then finally we also have the Fire Knight just as we are finishing the Spider, right? So during this whole time there's gonna be a lot of energy spending, right? You're gonna be making sure you have enough gems and enough, just in general, energy savings. If you got some potions over here to refill your energy, just save them up from logging in and stuff like that. That is going to be coming quite handy on this part in particular, because you're going to be dumping so much energy during those 2 days, man. It's going to be quite rough in your energy, and especially in your gems department if you're not able to just like get energy somewhere else. So that's pretty much all the tips that I do have for the calendar as it is. It's actually quite lenient, like it is to actually fully finish it up, I would say. I just have a little bit of a problem with the Kurosa Conquest tournament over here. I think it doesn't make too much sense. It's a little bit awkward right there. It could have been like already happening. I would rather prefer that, or I don't know, maybe the Dungeon Divers event would be a little bit closer to it. I don't know. In general, I think it's a pretty easy event, guys. Hopefully you are able to finish it up just like I'm trying to do so. If you've made it all the way up to the end of the video, I really encourage you to check out Aptoide. It's going to be allowing you to get yourself bonuses whenever buying anything in Raid Shadow Legends through Aptoide. Those bonuses can go from extra 10% of any amount of money you're spending in the game, all the way up to extra 35% of that much money. And the good thing about the bonuses is that you can then go ahead and use them to buy the things for you instead of actually using your real money. So you're just going to be able to save up in further purchases as you are buying things that you would otherwise be buying anyways in the game, right? You can find out how to set it up on your Android devices like a PC and BlueStacks emulator, or just your Android phone, very easily by following the link down there in the description. And if you go ahead and use my code, which is going to be somewhere up here in the screen, and input it into the Aptoide wallet, which again will be all explained about how to set it up down there in that link, then you're going to be able to get an even bigger bonus from the get-go, flat 5% bonus for literally ever. Just put it in there, and here in the wallet you will also be able to see your purchase history as well as how much bonus you currently have accumulated. So that's literally it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. See ya.